Hello. So for today's maths, we are looking at word problems again. You might remember this from when we did it before, but today it's going to be a little bit trickier because you've got a mix of word problems. Some of them are going to be addition, some of them are going to be subtraction, which means we're going to have to look really carefully at the word problems to find out if we're going to be adding or subtracting. Okay, so hopefully you remember we use the word rucksack to help us solve word problems. The first stands for read. It's very important to read the word problem. And then the stands for underline, where we underline the important parts. So that's usually the numbers, and then we need to look for a special word which tells us if we're going to be adding or taking away. Then the stands for calculation, which just means number sentence. We've got to find the hidden number sentence. And then this stands for solve. Okay, we need to find the answer to that number sentence, which is our next letter, the A for answer, so those come together. And then the final K is for check. We need to check that the answer makes sense. So remember, if we're adding, the answer is always going to be bigger, and if we're subtracting, the answer is always going to be smaller. So I've got two word problems to have a go at here, and remember today we've got to look really carefully to find out if we need to add or if we need to subtract. Okay, so we're going to have a look at number one first. Okay, this one here. So I will read the word problem first. There are 18 toys in the toy box. I took out 5 toys to play with. How many are left in the box? So I need to underline the important parts. Okay, so I can see there's the number 18, and I can also see the number 5 there. And then I need to find a word which tells me, am I going to be adding 18 and 5, or am I going to be taking away? Okay, so it says that there were 18 toys in the toy box. I took out 5 toys to play with. How many are left in the box? That word left is very important, okay, because that shows me that the number is going to be smaller because we had some toys and we took some out, which means for our calculation, it's going to be a subtraction number sentence. So let me write it down. So we had 18. When we're taking away, remember the biggest number always comes first, and we're taking away 5 because we had 18 toys, and then we're going to take out 5. We're getting rid of 5. Okay, so now we need to find the answer. So we've got to solve our number sentence. So I'm going to count back in my head. So 18 goes in my head, and I'm taking away 5. So I'm going to put 5 fingers up and count backwards as we're taking away. So 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13. There are 13 toys left in the toy box. And as we were taking away, I wanted my answer to be smaller than the number we started with, and 13 is smaller than 18. That one looks good. Okay, question number 2. Let's have a look at this word problem. So again, I need to go through each of the letters of rucksack to try and find the answer. So I'll start by reading the question. There were 9 birds in a tree. 2 more birds landed in the tree. How many birds are there now? So I need to underline the important parts now, don't I? So 9 is important because that's how many birds there are. And then 2 more. Oh, that word more is important because already it's telling me that there's going to be more birds. The number's going to be bigger, which shows we're going to be adding for our calculation. Okay, so let's write down our number sentence. So we're starting with 9 birds. And we are adding 2 more. So we're going to do 9, add 2 birds. Okay, so we've got our number sentence, we've got our calculation. So now we need to solve it to find our answer. 9, add 2. Oh, that's nice and easy. Here's my 2 fingers, 9 in my head, 9, 10, 11. So how many birds are there now? There are 11 birds in the tree. And just by checking, I can see that the 11 is bigger than the numbers that I started with, so that would make sense. Okay, so your work for today in maths is to have a look at the word problems, and remember you need to look really carefully today because some of them are going to be adding and some of them are going to be taking away, subtracting. So you've got to look out not just for the numbers but also for those important words. Okay, if you can see the word left, it means you're probably going to be taken away, and if it's saying that some more things come along, then you'll be adding. Okay, so make sure you write out the number sentences like I've done to make it nice and clear for your adults to see. And again, let us know if you have any problems, but otherwise, have fun. Bye.